Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live. It is another beautiful, beautiful Saturday, and we thank you all for joining. We thank you all for joining. It is a beautiful Saturday once again. God has been good. How has your week been? How have you been? Let me know how your week has been. Let me know how your week has been. It's another blissful Saturday, and we are grateful to have you here. 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 You are very, very, very welcome. It is Saturday morning and we live. You are welcome. It is a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. So today, our topic is one good turn deserves another. Yes. One good turn deserves another. One good turn, one good favor deserves another. One good deed deserves another. All right. You need to pay that forward. One good turn deserves another. So call a friend to call a friend, call a friend to call a brother. Let's have this conversation. Put your comment in the comment section below. Let us have this conversation. Excuse me. Let us have this conversation. Let us keep it forward. What is your thought on this topic? One good turn deserves another. What do you think about that? One good turn deserves another. One good turn deserves another. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. How has your week been? How have you been? How have you been? How have you been? How have you been? One good turn deserves another. Most of the times we forget to do what needs to be done. Sometimes we forget to pave that good forward. Sometimes we think that, oh, that person did for me because he or she wanted to. That person did for me because I didn't ask him to do it. That person did that. I didn't ask him. I didn't ask for that to be done. Sometimes that is what we think, and it shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be that way at all. We should be able to pay forth whatever we've been given. It might not be to that same person. It might not be to the person that did it for you, but you need to be able to pay that forward. You need to be able to give out as you receive. Give out as you receive. Give out as you get. All right. So one good turn surely deserves another. It doesn't mean that that person that did that good to you, that person that did you that favor, it doesn't mean that it is their responsibility to do it. They chose to be nice to you. They chose to be graceful. They chose to pour out their love. They chose to be good, right? But never let them feel like they don't deserve to do that. Never let them feel like I did not ask of you. I did not ask for you to give me this. Never think that way. Sorry, guys, that's my son over there. But never ever think that way, because one good turn surely deserves another. When somebody does something good for you, you are responsible to return that favor. You are responsible to pay for it. You are responsible to do the same. And when we're talking of doing the same here, it's not necessarily doing the same for that same person or paying back to that same person. No. But you need to pay for that favor in a way. You need to pay for that favor come what may. Don't be on the receiving end at all times. Or don't feel entitled, right? Don't feel entitled about that, hey, I deserve it. He gave it to me. I deserve it. Don't feel that way. One good turn surely deserves another. But you need to pay it forward. You need to give it out. You need to be able to walk that line, that same line that that person walked on. You need to be able to walk on that same line. Because guess what? As we pour forth, as we give out, as we dish out, we receive more. Can I say that again? As we dish out, as we pour forth, we get more. Thanks for joining. Please share to be a blessing. As we give forth, we receive more. So one good turn surely deserves another. Don't think that it is that person's choice that they decided to do good to you. Oh, he chose to do good to me, and I don't care. One good turn deserves another. How are you doing, Richmond? One good turn deserves another. Do not ever think that whatever they've done or however they did it, it is their own choice. They chose to do what they did, so you don't care. Don't ever think that way. You need to be able to pay it forward. You need to be able to do the same, even if not to that same person, even if not to the person that gave you that chance. Do it for somebody else. Do it for somebody else. So when we're talking of one good turn deserves another, blessings to you too, son. How are you doing? How was school? I know you were going back to school. How was school? When somebody says that you have to return a favor, it is not to them. If you choose to return that favor to them, fine. Please share to be a blessing to others when you get on here. If you choose to send that same favor to that person, that is fair enough. But keep it forward. Push it forward. Because one good turn surely deserves another. So keep pushing it forward. Keep pushing it forward. Don't think that it is that person's responsibility. He chose to be nice to me, so I don't care. As you pour out, you get more. As you give out, you dish out, you get more. As you continue to pay that act forward, you get more. Never pay anybody's good with evil. Even if you don't want to be a blessing back to them, pay it forward. 1 second as I post it out here to our other platform. So even if you don't feel like returning that same favor to that person, pave it forward. Do it for somebody else. See, we rise as we help others up. So don't be on the receiving ends alone. Pave that thing forward. Pave that act forward. Let somebody else know that there is still good out there. Let somebody else know that, hey, there are still good people out there. One good turn deserves another. Maybe you might be sitting there thinking that, oh, she's saying this because they would want them to, or whoever they did that good thing for, to pay them back. No. You know, people do what they do genuinely, not because they need anything back, but because that is their nature, because that is how they want to carry the day, because that is what they want to do. Because that is what they want to do. So don't ever think that, hey, this person did this thing for me and I didn't ask for it. One good turn deserves another. One blessed attitude or action can take somebody to the next level. So why do you think that you want to be just on the receiving end? One good turn deserves another. I know I said no man is an island. And so when people come in your life to help, you are to pay that forward. Maybe that person, that is how they get blessed, by them giving out, by them dishing out blessing, by them dishing out helping others. That is how they keep moving forward. That is how they get blessed. So you need to pay that forward. Thanks for joining, Fred. Please share to bless somebody or bring somebody on. I am well. How about you? So don't think that that person deserves it or that person wants it. That's how he did or she did what she did. There is blessing in giving. There is blessing in giving. There is breakthrough in giving. So people choose to give not because they want to get anything in return. People give not because they don't know what to do with their money. People give not because they have it in abundance. No. But one good turn deserves another. So no man is an island. You cannot be somebody's second choice. You are worth more than you think. So if you being a blessing to somebody and that person is now returning that favor to you, don't worry. Maybe they are returning that, they are doing it for somebody else. Maybe they're returning that favor to somebody else. But you, so on the other end, never be on the expectant end. Can I say that again? People tend to think that they are entitled. Oh, if that person is giving me what they are giving me, then I am entitled to it. Don't be entitled to anything. As we dish out more, we get more. One good turn deserves another. And really, I said, you cannot force yourself to stop caring for someone. Good morning, George. How are you doing? My able VP. You cannot force yourself to stop caring. When that person choose not to pay that good forward, when that person choose not to return that favor, one good turn deserves another. I always say, people give not to receive anything in return. People give because that is who they are. People give because that is their God-given responsibility. People give or help others because they want to do it. We get more as we dish out. So if you are on the receiving end, it is your responsibility to pay that favor forward. It might not be to that same person, but to somebody else. One good turn deserves another. When you have people that feel so much entitled to the things they receive and now willing to pay it forward, it let people think that whatever they are doing or however they're doing what they're doing is not good, or there is no result that comes out of it. You know, somebody might get crushed for the other person not paving that good forward, but yet they cannot stop doing that good. Do you know why? Because that is their nature, because that is their God-given responsibility to do. So don't you think that if that person is helping me, if that person is doing me a favor, it is their responsibility? Yes, it is. But don't feel entitled to it. I said, you can tell yourself that you deserve better, and yet you would still be doing that same good because that is who you are. You are not letting anything change the fact that you are good. You are not letting somebody's reaction change you from doing what you're supposed to do. We rise when we help others up. We rise when we help others up. I said, never settle for when you are being forced to settle. When someone does not want to pay forward that good, we tend to be settled to the fact that I did good for this person and they are not turning or they are not paving it forward. Don't settle. Continue doing your God-given responsibility. Continue doing what makes you, you. Maybe because of what somebody has done, because of how somebody responded to your kindness, it is making you think twice. I'm here to tell you something. Do not let that person stop you, or do not let that person make you settle for not continue to do what you need to do. Sometimes it's heartbreaking. Sometimes it is so difficult to keep going on or to keep doing what you need to do when the person that you've poured out, or the person that you've been good to, is not paving it forward or is not paying it forward. But keep doing what you have to do. Keep doing that act. Keep being good. Because surely one day there will be somebody who would see the value of giving, who will see the value of one good act and pay it forward. Maybe you are that person who was not grateful to whatever that you did for, or whatever that person did for you, and you're wondering, oh, why has this person stopped doing the things that he used to do, or the things that she used to do? Why is this person not asking if I'm doing well? Or because you were not paying forward that good, that act of kindness, you were not paying it forward. So that person will take that kindness somewhere else. They will take that goodness somewhere else. That does not mean that they've stopped doing good. That does not mean that they've stopped being helpful to people. It is just because they're not being helpful to you. Because what? You chose not to pay that favor forward. As I said, it's not so to return that favor to the person who did that favor to you, or who did good to you. But it is so for you to push it to somebody else who needs it. See, we help somebody just so that person can also be in that position to help others. So if you are on the receiving end and you're not paying that responsibility forward, that person will go away. I said some time back, I said, our angels come in so many forms. Our destiny helpers come in so many forms. It can be yours can come to you as a homeless person. It can be yours can come to you as a less privileged person. It can be yours can come to you in any form or shape. It is up to you to descend and do what is right. It is up to you to descend, to say to yourself that I am going to help this person, or I am going to give a lesson and ear to this fellow. One good turn deserves another. Maybe they might not do it for you, but they will do it for your children or your children's children. Maybe you might not see the result of the good you are doing today, but your great grandchildren might see that result, or might benefit from that favor that you did a while back. One good turn deserves another. Why are you so in the receiving end and now willing to pay it forward? There is a saying that if you receive kindness, pay with kindness. But I also have other things to it, that it doesn't matter how you pay forward that favor. Because maybe you receive money from this person, but you might not have money to pay forward. You might have a kind of an act of kindness. You might have an act of gratitude. You might be in a position to help somebody, to help an older lady carry their groceries or climb that step. That is you paying it forward. So don't you ever think that, oh, I don't have anything to give in return. No, everybody has something in return to give. It is up to you to decide what you're going to give out. So I said, you're wondering why that person is no more kind to you. Because they have realized that they deserve much more. They have realized that they can take that kindness somewhere else and give it to other people that they can benefit. Give it to other people that they can appreciate. I said, remember, mouth can lie, eyes cannot. People will forget what you did for them, but karma will never forget the good that you did. Karma will not. So be sure to pay forward that good deed. Can I say that again? Mouth can lie, but the eyes cannot. People will do forget. We do forget what somebody did for us. We do forget how that person helped us. We do forget how that man, that woman, that lady helped us when we were stuck, when we were in trouble. We do forget, but karma never does. So remember to pay forward that good. You know, the saying that says what goes round comes round is very true. As I said, you might not be the person benefiting from that good that you did. It might be your children's children. It might be your family member. It might be your brother. It might be your sister. It might be a friend that you are close to. They will be the one benefiting from that. So remember, karma never forgets. So keep paying forward that good. Keep do on others as you want to be done unto. So if you've been blessed, then bless somebody else. That is my principle. If you're being blessed, bless somebody else. As I said, it shouldn't be in that same form that you received. It could be in so many forms. As far and as long as you have that, how do I put it? You have the idea to pay that good forward. So one good turn does deserve another. I said people do things from a good place, and remember not to expect anything in return. So stay kind. The fact that that person is at your beck and call doesn't mean that they don't know what to do with their resources. The fact that that person is at your beck and call doesn't mean that they don't know what to do with their money. They don't know what to do with their time. They don't know what to do with anything that they offering to you. It means that that is who they are. It means that they're kind enough because they know that one good turn deserves another. They know that one good act deserves another. They know that someday, somehow, somewhere, they might need that favor and somebody else will step in. So pay it forward. Pay that kindness forward. Pay that good deed forward. Pay that. Let that be your responsibility. Or let that be your notion that if I have received, I need to give. As I said, not to that same person. Because most people, most good people, when they do stuff, they don't need anything in return. They ask that you pay it forward. And that's what I tell people that come along my way, or that I meet on the way, that we end up connecting. I told them, I said, pay that kindness forward. So let us have that conscience to pay that good deed forward, to pay that kindness forward, to pay that good thing that that person did for you forward. All it takes is that thought. I know I said, do not let somebody say they wish they forget you, for you are not doing what you need to do. Never, ever let somebody say that. That they wish they never met you. Why? Because you are always at the receiving end and now willing to pay forward. You are always at the receiving end and now willing to help others. As I said, it shouldn't be in that same form. If I gave you money, you shouldn't give somebody else money. You can help somebody else with your time. You can assist somebody who you see along the way that are struggling with something just because they have so many loads. You can assist them. That is you paying it forward. Yes, my Joyce, it shouldn't be always family members. Be kind to strangers. Yes, one good turn deserves another. And never regret being a good person to the wrong people. Can I say that again? Never ever regret the fact that you're being good to the wrong person. And who is the wrong person? The wrong person is that person who is not willing to pay forward that favor that you did for them. Not to you, but to somebody else. Never regret it. Because as I said, you are doing what is expected of you. You are doing your God-given responsibility. And to you that are receiving, you think you are entitled, yes? You think that person is doing what they're doing for you because you are entitled? You think that they don't have anything to do with their money or with their time or with their kindness, with their act, because you are entitled. No, you're not. That good they're doing is not for you, it's for them. So if I'm the one doing that good thing, it's not for the person that I'm doing it for, it's for me. People do these things because that is what keeps them sane. People do these things because that is what keeps them being successful. That is what keeps blessings coming their way. That is what keeps great things coming their way. So the fact that you've been in that attitude, the fact that all you do is be in expectant mode because you know that that gentleman is going to come in with that resources, doesn't mean that you deserve it. It means that that person that is doing that deserves it more than you. Sometimes you see people being so generous, right? Whether with their time, their money, everything. You see them being generous, and then you ask yourself, why is this person doing this? They don't. To the extent that some people go ahead and say that, don't they know what to do with their money? Don't they know what to do with their resources? Don't they know what to do with their time? Don't they know what to do with their resources that they have? Let me shock you. That person's blessing, or maybe that person's blessing, comes from the fact that they are generous, comes from the fact that they are kind, comes from the fact that they have laid down their time, their resources, their energy, everything they have to see others succeed so they can succeed. That doesn't mean they don't know what to do with their money. That doesn't mean they don't know what to do with their time. It means that they have realized a way, they have realized the secret to get more blessings. They have realized the secret to be more successful in giving. So you stay there, you that are on the receiving end, you stay there and think that, oh, they don't know what to do with their resources and their time. Tell yourself that. And keep being on the receiving end and not on the giving end. One good turn does deserve another. So they are doing that because they know what they are getting from giving out. They know what they get from blessing others. They know what they get from being helpful to somebody else. So learn that act. Learn it. I said, your behavior says everything about you, and their behavior says enough about them. Can I repeat that? Your behavior says everything about you. So if you're giving out, it says everything about you. But if all you're doing is claiming too, it says everything about you. I don't need to explain this point further. It says a lot about you. Maybe you keep asking yourself, why am I still doing good? Because people are not paying it forward. Keep going and keep doing it. We've all been at that stage before. We've all been at this space where we ask ourselves, why am I even still doing, especially when you know that I did this for this person and all they ever doing is hitting you back with some crazy stuff, right? You ask yourself, why am I still living being good to them? Why am I still being helpful? Why am I still doing what I'm doing? That is who you are. You cannot change even if you want to change. You cannot be somebody else even if you want to be, because that is not who you. You are basically trying to be somebody else, but that is not who you are. Because you keep asking yourself, why am I doing this thing for this person? They don't even appreciate it. They're not even paying it forward. So why am I doing it for this person? Why can't I change? Why can't I stop doing this good? Why can't I keep doing it? Because this is who you are. You cannot be somebody else. You cannot be who you're not. Keep being you. I wrote here, I said, never forget the people that help you in your difficult times. Never forget that person that helped you in your difficult time. And when you go on your knees, say a prayer for them. Say a prayer for them to have more, to be able to do it for others. Say a prayer for them to gain more, to be able to expand the good that they're doing. Never forget the people that help you climbed up that ladder. There is a saying that the people you meet when climbing up are the same people you meet when climbing down. So maybe you think that this person did me good and I will never see this person again. Oh, you lie. You might not see them again. You might see somebody that is related to them at some point, maybe years down the line, that they need help. So the people we meet when going up are the same people we meet when coming down. We rise as we lift others up, and one good turn deserves another. I said, be helpful by paying the good forward to keep the trend forward, to keep that action going, to keep the trend moving, to keep the trend going. Pay it forward. Yes, you've received it. Pay it forward. Pay that good forward. Pay that kindness forward. Never forget the person that did good to you. Pray for them.
Remind them or remember them when you go on your knees. I said, look for an opportunity to return that favor. And if you do not get the opportunity, then pass it on to someone else. Some people are there that even when you come back to them and say that, oh, madam, sir, you did this for me and I'm here to say thank you with this, they will tell you, I don't need it, but pay it forward. Right? And that is what we have to do. So you try as much as you can to look for opportunity to repay that favor to this person. And then they tell you, oh, I don't need it, but pay it to somebody else. That is what you got to do. That is what you got to do. So always look for an opportunity to help somebody out. As I said, it shouldn't be in that same form that person gave it to you. It shouldn't be in that same form. It can be in other forms. It can be something else. It can be you just saying to somebody, hey, ma'am, hey, sir, can I help you? Right? It shouldn't be that you always be at the receiving end. I said a good deed done to another always brings some kind of reward to the people who did that good. So once you pay that good forward, once you pay that responsibility forward, it always balls back and some way, somehow gets back to the person that started it. Some way, somehow. So don't think that, oh, I was not able to see that same person that did good to me, and so I'm not getting blessed. No, it's not that. As far as you paying it forward, as far as you doing the same or you giving somebody else that goodness that you receive, it is good enough. I said, always return favor with favor. Never return favor with evil. A good deed is a thoughtful act. Can we dwell on this for a little bit? Do not be that person that all you do is pay good with evil. Do not be that fellow that all you do is respond good with evil. Don't be that person. And don't feel so entitled that, hey, I didn't ask for help. They saw that I needed help and they helped me out. Don't be that person. You know, you get some people, they even look at your face and ask you, did I ask you to help me? Don't be that person. Let me use this word here. Don't be an ingrate. When somebody helps you, pay it forward. And if you don't want to pay it forward, don't be that person that you pay them with evil and tell to their face that you didn't ask for their help. You think you are entitled? You think that whatever they did for you, it is their responsibility to do it? No, it's not. They chose to do it because it brings some joy to them. They chose to do it because it brings some peace to them. They chose to do it because it brings some blessings their way. So don't think that they don't have anything better to do with their time, their resources. Pay it forward. Be kind enough and pay it forward. Do not repay good with evil. Don't do that. Because when you do that, you hinder somebody's blessing. When you do that, you hinder the next person from benefits and from that same grace. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. You hinder somebody from receiving from that same grace when you are ungrateful about that gift that you receive, when you are ungrateful about that kindness that you receive. You hinder somebody's blessing. So don't be a blessing hinderer. Don't do that. Pay it forward. If you can pay it forward, don't be ungrateful about it. Because when you do, you stop people from receiving from that same grace. Because maybe that person in the given end will say, I did this for this person, and they did not even appreciate it, so I'm not doing it again. You know, it's like that saying in our local language that says, one bad nut destroys the whole soup. Sometimes it's very true. Not sometimes. Sometimes it's very true. But other times too, people choose to ignore that saying, that it's not everybody in that pot that is bad. Because if this person did not pay it forward, it is their nature, it is how they are. But that the next person will not be the same, or the next person is not like that. Don't be that person that stops people's blessing. Don't be that person that prevent others from benefiting from that same grace that you benefited from. Pay it forward. Be kind to people. And in all, look for an opportunity to be helpful to others. You know, through this act of we paying forward that good, we can make the world a better place, you know. Viewers, if you are joining us now and you don't know what this is the Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. Please invite people on here to be a blessing to them, and let us know what your questions are in the comment section below, and we can address those. So don't be so selfish and think that you are entitled to receive that gift from or favor that you received. This is the one place that you can never be selfish at. In paying forward the good that you received, in paying forward the kindness that you received, in paying forward that good act that you received from that fellow. And if you are in that state where you think that, oh, they give it to me, at least have that courtesy to say thank you. You meet people that you assist them and they think, as I said, they're entitled. They feel so entitled that they don't even want to say the word thank you. The thank you is not for the person that did you good. The thank you is for yourself. Because that shows how good you are. That shows how well you are able to pay forward that favor. Let me see. For those of us that are doing good, that are on the verge of saying that we are not doing that anymore, let's pause. Let's hit on that break for a minute. Listen, and let me talk to you for a minute. Never let somebody stop you from doing what you were doing before. Just because that person, the person you did this act of kindness to, is now willing to pay it forward. Never hesitate. Continue doing what you need to do. Never hesitate to continue what you need to do. So if you are thinking of not doing good anymore, then pause. I'm here to tell you to pause for a minute. Pause for the cause. Take a break and rethink. And don't let that person be the reason why you stop doing good. Don't let that person be the reason why you stop helping people. You know, as I said, some of us, even if we try for God knows how long, we still cannot stop because that is who we are. Because that is who we are. We cannot stop. We cannot stop. One good act deserves another. 1 second, guys. One good act deserves another. So don't stop the fact that somebody, yes, sometimes it hurts. You know, when all you're doing is helping out and then people are just doing things anyhow. But don't be too quick to stop doing good. Don't be too quick to stop doing what you are doing. Don't be too quick to stop. Don't be too quick to stop. Don't be too quick to stop. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing that good out. We need that in the world. So keep doing it. There is a saying that one hand washes the other, which is very true. That is why it is so important that we pay forth that good that we receive. As I said, you might not be the one benefiting from this. It might not even come today or tomorrow or a year from now. It might be years down the lane. It might be years down the lane. It might be years down the lane. So keep doing what you do. Don't let somebody stop you from doing that good thing that you've been doing. Don't. As I said, we're going to dwell on this side for a minute because I've heard people that say, oh, I did good for this person and all they did was paid with evil. I did this and all this person did was paid with evil. Listen, that person wasn't expecting you to return favor to them. They were expecting you to return favor to somebody. Maybe they've seen how you've treated somebody who needed your help. And they asking themselves, why did I even help this person in the first place? Don't be the cause to which somebody will sit and ask themselves that question, okay? Don't be the cause of it. Don't be the reason why a good person will sit down and ask themselves, what was the cause for the good I did? Don't be the reason that somebody will sit there, a good person will sit there and say, why did I even start doing good? Don't be that reason. And do not, again, as I said, do not be a blessing stopper. Because if you've received it, then somebody else needs to receive it too. So don't be a blessing stopper. Don't say that because I have received this from this person and I am not going to push it forward. So that person will stop doing what they are doing. I don't know if we're getting what we're sharing here. You being a blessing stopper means that you did not pay for that blessing. And so the person that did that good is saying, why? What is the reason for me to do good anymore if people cannot pay it forward? What is the reason for me to bless this person or to be kind to this person if that person that I did for the first time is not paying it forward? Don't be a blessing stopper. Don't be the cause of somebody's decision to stop blessing others. Remember, one hand washes the other. Remember, respond in kind. Ask, as you give, you receive. Always do something in return. Always be kind. Always be willing to pay for that good. Always be willing to pay for that kindness. Always be willing to extend a hand. Always be willing. One good turn deserves another. People do good just so that tomorrow, come a year from now, come 2 years from now, if I should be in that same help, if I should be in that same situation, if I should be in that same circle, if I should be in that same situation, I will be able to get assistance from somebody, even if it's not that same person that I helped today. Richmond wrote, you should be extension of blessing after you have been blessed. Bam. He said it. You should be an extension of blessing after you've been blessed, and don't be a blessing stopper. So many people are killing people's vision. So many people are killing people's vision in the sense that they are refusing to pay for that goodness. They are refusing to pay for that kindness. They are refusing to bless somebody else that need their assistance. Meanwhile, they have received bountifully from somebody else. And you sit there and you ask yourself, oh, why is nobody blessing me or helping me anymore? Because of your actions, because of your attitude, because of how you are responding to that blessing that you receive, because of your response to how you responded to that person. See, that old lady at the corner there need an assistance. That old friend there need help, need a pick me up. Sometimes pick me up is not about money. Pick me up is not about physical things. Maybe somebody at your corner need a pick me up. And you're there. You've received enough. And yet you refuse them to pick somebody up. You are refusing to pick somebody up. You are cutting short people's blessing. You are forcing people's hand to do the things that they wish not to do. That fellow look at you and say to myself, I helped this person. I extended kindness. I extended favor. I extended monetary assistance to this person. And all they do is insulting others that come to them for help. All they do is sending people away that come to them for help. All they do is saying all negative things to people that come their way for assistance. If the timing is not right for you to extend that help, for you to extend that assistance, never insult them. Never talk to them anyhow. Find a suitable way. Find a pleasant way and let that person know, hey, currently, I am not in the position to assist you. Currently, I cannot offer that assistance to you, but maybe someday, maybe come tomorrow, maybe come next week, maybe come a couple of days from now, but don't insult them. Don't insult them. And to you that have received, don't be too entitled that you turn to demand from that person that is helping you. Don't be too entitled to say that, oh, but I didn't even ask you for your assistance. Really? Don't be too entitled to give in to negativity. They are helping you, not for you. They are assisting you, not for you. They are in that position to assist you for them. Don't pay good with evil. Don't pay kindness with evil. Don't let somebody stop doing good because of your actions. Be willing to pay forth that good. Be willing to pay forth that assistance that you got. It doesn't take anything out of you. It doesn't reduce who you are. It doesn't reduce your quality. It doesn't reduce your rank. It doesn't reduce your being. It doesn't. Pay that act of kindness forward. Be that person that people will look at and say that I am going to do more. Because when I did this for this person, they paid it forward. When I did this for this person, they appreciate it. Be the reason why somebody will go the extra mile to help more. Be the reason for somebody that is doing that to extend and expand their reach to help others. Be that person. Because one good act deserves another. As we rise, we help others up by helping push them forward. We rise by pulling people along. We rise by assisting people. We rise by giving our all. Remember to be kind. Remember to pay forth that kindness. Remember not to be the cause of someone's blessing. Remember not to be a blessing stopper. If you don't know who this is, my name is Amanda Krufiaye, and this is a Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. We come your way every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard, 11 a.m. GMT. Make a date with us if you haven't. Click on the notification button if you haven't done so. That way, when we come on live, you would get notified that we live. Join the conversation. Let us keep this conversation going. How do you think you can pay forward that goodness that you receive? How do you think you can pay forward that kindness that you receive? How are you paying forward that kindness you receive from somebody else? Once again, this is a dose of encouragement. And hey, our social impact project is coming on live again in Ghana this year. We are still in the process of planning this. As I said last week, go to our website, www.adoei.org, and get more information on there. We will put, let me put this here, adoei.org. We will also put some information on here for those who will not be able to check our website out, but check the website out. This year, as I said, we're opening it up to the public. You are welcome. If you want to be part of this, let me know. Let my team know. Let George or Anaman, anybody on the team know. And then we will definitely get you, get in touch with you and know how best you can assist. But this year, we're opening it up to the public. It is coming on live in July. So look out for that. You are more than welcome to assist with your presence, and your funds. All right. As I said, on our website, we have a donate button. We are a tax exempt company. So if you assist or if you support this Worthy Cause, you can write it off come taxes time. But let's support a worthy cause. Let's support a good cause. Let us go out into the community as we put smiles on people's faces. Join us as we do our God-given responsibility by spending the day with one orphanage back in Ghana as we support the individuals there. Join us. Spend that day with us. Spend that time with us. Or maybe you can say, hey, Amanda, I want to support, but I cannot be there. I want to be part. I cannot be there physically. This is what I want to support with. It can be anything that when it's given to you as a person, you will appreciate. Join us. Let's do this. This is a yearly event, a yearly thing that we do. So join us, support a worthy cause. All right. And you will be blessed. Once again, to my team members, I love you all so much for the support that you've given to me. To you, my friends, I appreciate you. I love you all so much. And there is nothing you can do about it, even if you want to. All right. Oh, God bless you too, my Joyce. God bless you too. Yeah. So I love you all so much, and there's nothing you can do about it. As I said, let's support a worthy cause. All right. If you want, if you're not so much good with the internet and you want me to send you a link to that, I would be willing to do that too. Let us know how best you can support this cause. Let us know how best you can help put smiles on people's faces. All right. We will not just do it for the orphanages. We're hoping to extend it to schools, to prisons, and all. So come join us. Let's team up and let's be a blessing to others. Once again, my name is Amanda Akrofiaye, and I sign out. Until I come your way again next week, stay blessed. Have a fruitful Saturday. That's my son calling mommy. Yes, darling. Yes, okay. That's my son right there. Sorry, guys. So once again, stay blessed, and I will see you all next week. But let's keep this conversation going. How are you paying forward this the benefit that you've received? How are you paying it forward? Let's keep this conversation going. Share this to a friend. Share this to a brother. Share this to somebody who will be blessed by listening to this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I will see you again next week. Bye for now.